At Farmhouse Meats and Produce on the Snyder Family Farm outside of Sunbury, ears of freshly picked sweet corn are lying on a table for sale. Workers at the farm just began picking the sweet corn crop. Luke Snyder says the stalks are a little shorter than they would like, but that's due to the lack of rain and hot temperatures.
First picking, the ears are a little smaller than we'd like, but it still is really good quality stuff. It looks really full and it is sweet, so we had a good crop.
Snyder says a lot goes into getting the crop ready for the season. He says they have to work the ground and then treat it by putting fertilizer down. Snyder says that they plant in increments so that they never skip weeks without sweet corn.
We planted every week for probably 6 to 8 weeks in a row, just so that we would start having it and then we just move to the next patch as soon as one's picked up. And it all comes in ready. Back to back to back.
Snyder says they grow 4 different varieties of sweet corn. He says the perfect conditions for growing are hot and humid weather.
You don't want a dry heat, you want it to be pretty wet, and you want to get probably around an inch and a half of rain per week. Cool nights are good too, but you definitely want it. You don't want the humidity to drop very low. You want to keep the stalks and keep everything moist in there.
Snyder says when he goes to pick an ear of sweet corn, he grabs at the top. He says he can tell just by the feel whether or not it's full. Once he determines that, it will be picked. Another way to tell if the sweet corn is ready is if the silk gets darker at the top.
We're probably going to be picking, I'd say, at least 3 times a week, because we go to 3 different markets and then we also have the store at our house, so we want to keep that filled up. So a bunch of early morning pickings for the next couple weeks for sure.
Sweet corn season runs for about 8 weeks. To find out more information about Farmhouse Meats and Produce, head to WNEP.com. Justin Gick, Newswatch 16, Northumberland County.